Hi everyone, my name is Father Sam Kachuba, and welcome to Faith Friday for the Diocese of Bridgeport. This video marks 1 year since we started doing these Faith Friday videos, so I just want to celebrate the anniversary. That was confetti. Whee! I want to celebrate the anniversary and say a special thank you to Andre and John in our diocesan social media office for their vision for Faith Friday, for keeping it going, and for helping me to make these videos for you every week. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really grateful to be part of your life through this this very fun little video series. Today I want to talk about something that comes up pretty often actually for me, and somebody asked the question recently through the Faith Friday videos. They asked, how do we evangelize our family members? And in particular, how do we share our faith with people who maybe have left the church or who don't practice the faith anymore? How do we share our faith with people who maybe are totally indifferent and don't really care and aren't actually open to hearing about the faith? And it's a tremendous question. It's a tremendous question. It's one that I get actually very often. I hear it all the time from people of all ages. Sometimes it's from young people wanting to know how they can share their faith with their siblings, with their cousins, even with their parents or their grandparents. Sometimes it's from parents. How do I share my faith with my children? How do I help them keep going to church? Sometimes it's grandparents who are watching as their kids stop practicing the faith, and they desperately want their kids to go to church. They want their grandchildren to be raised in the faith, and they're not really sure how they should approach it. The truth is that I think every priest faces this also. We all come from families, and we all have people in our families who maybe don't practice the faith or aren't going to church that often. And so it's a huge challenge, I think, that every single Christian person, no matter what your state in life, is going to face. And if you have a really good answer to it, I want to know what your answer is, because I don't have all of the answers to this question. It's a big one. How do we share our faith with people in our own families who maybe don't want to? Well, there's a couple of challenges. If I'm going to share my faith with my family members, what do I know? Number one, my family knows me. They know who I am. They know where I'm from. They changed my diapers. They know stuff about me. They know what I'm really like. They've seen me at my weakest moments. Hopefully they've seen me at my strongest moments too. But my family knows me. They know where I'm from. And so it can be a little bit challenging to present my faith to them when they know what I'm like. They know what I've been like my whole life. Presenting my faith to family members could be a challenge also because their circumstances are different. Their own life experience is different. And I'm extra sensitive to the people in my family because I love them. It can be challenging to present your faith to your family because you don't want them to think that you're weird. It can be challenging to present your faith to your family because you don't want them to think that you don't love them, that you don't care about them. And so there's all these challenges that we face when doing it. So here's the first thing I would recommend when it comes to sharing your faith with your family. Number one is this: pray for them. Pray for your family. Pray for them by name. Mention specific things that you want for them, especially for people in your family who maybe don't practice the faith, who aren't praying, who aren't going to church, who aren't regularly participating in the sacramental life of the church. Pray for them. Pray for your family members each and every day. And just make that a part of your prayer life. Number two is this: in addition to praying for them, be a good example, be a good witness to them. There's a lot more that can be done by our witness than by any argument we're going to have. You know the old saying, you attract more flies with honey than with vinegar. Well, it's true very much with our lived example as Christians. If we want people to be attracted, whether they're our family or others, if we want people to be attracted to the gospel and the good news of Jesus Christ, we have to live it. We've got to be good examples. So I challenge you to be a good example to your family. And finally, I would say this: be a good example, be consistent with them, pray for them, and persevere. Keep going. Don't give up on a family member just because they've kind of rejected the idea of hearing the gospel once before. Don't give up on them. Persevere. Just like we're always there for our family, we know that our family's always going to be there, so we have to keep the door open for them to walk in when it does come time to hear the gospel. You have no idea what your consistent good example, your consistent loving example, what your constant prayer for them will do. There will come a time, I guarantee it, there will come a time when someone in your family needs the gospel, when someone in your family needs you to bring the presence of Jesus Christ to them. And because of your prayer, because of your kindness, because of your good example, when that time comes, and because you've persevered in it, they'll be ready to hear that good news. So I hope that helps you to think about how you might evangelize your family. God bless you. Happy 1 year anniversary to Faith Friday, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.